Alright guys, hey, how are you? It's part 3 of Boozy Dreams of Daddy. I am so fucking sorry that it took so long to get this running. It kind of sucks. I apologize. I have been more than a little busy lately, so things kind of got weird for a bit there, what with IFC and then Philadelphia, and then getting caught up right after my vacation. So, yeah, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go ahead and get rolling. Last time with Dream Daddy, we were at Tony. We had just finished the date, I believe, with Tony. And we're back to Dad Book, where we have dads. Brian, right there was our last date. It went very, very well. We have our choice between our old college roommate, Matt with the buttonfly jeans, Robert, who we've already banged, Joseph the preacher, Hugo, who I don't like that much, and the goth guy. So what should we do? What horrible decision should we make? Guys, I'm looking at the chat, so you all tell me which man to pick, because this is your show tonight. I'm here for an hour. I am your dancing monkey, and then I have other shit I'm going to go do. Somebody's asking me what my favorite part of the fandom is. Come to a panel. I talk about them all the time there, but mainly it is the fact that you guys are really awesome. You're great. You're opening. Craig. K-Wolf keeps saying Craig. I have Team Craig and Team Damien going on in there. I've got 2 votes for Craig. Do I have another vote for Damien? Robert looks like he will shank you. Oh my god, this is horrible and you people are terrible. Oh, you spelled overrated wrong. We're going to go with Craig. Craig's the old college roommate. He is a dad of 3, a business entrepreneur, a fitness enthusiast. He's juggling work, family, and fitness, which is a tough gig. But someone's got to do it. On Friday nights, he's most likely to get one last good cardio session in. That makes me feel guilty for sitting here and playing this now. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A box of energy bars. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6-minute mile. What did you want to be when you grew up? Beer pong world champion. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. What's your ideal date? Scaling a huge, dangerous mountain for fun. What do you never leave home without? It says an extra tub of energy gel, but no shit. I thought it said an extra tub of lube for a minute, and I was waiting for the chat room to just explode, telling me I had to message him. I spent a lot of time thinking about, my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Yes. For those of you who are younger, maybe you're still in college. Maybe you're still in your early 20s and you feel full of piss and vinegar. Take it from an old guy. Yeah, you peak somewhere around 24, 25, and it's all fucking downhill from there. When I was 24, 25, I was thin. I was attractive. I know, it's terrifying. Let's message Craig. Craig Cohen. Dad tip number 1, don't forget to floss every day. Dad tip 67, try to exercise regularly. If that had been Dad tip 69, it would have been amazingly awesome. Always check the card reader at ATMs before you swipe. Dad tip 75. Call someone if you're thinking about them. They probably want to hear from you. Okay. I wonder what Craig is up to today. In case you haven't tuned in for the other ones, our character in this is Tony Montana. Tony Montana wears tropical suits with Hawaiian shirts, has a goatee, and slicks his hair back. I wonder where the hell that came from. I navigate to Craig's Dad Book page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor, lol. Let's catch up like old times. A couple moments pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. Bro, my man, let's definitely hang soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend-long benders, but it'll still be fun. I think for a moment, this could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in his new element. We exchange a couple more messages, and he logs off to prep for the game. There's always a fucking game. I should see if Amanda wants to join me, because every man brings their teenage daughter along when they're going out to get shit-faced with an old college buddy. I walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Manda Panda! I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of an art piece. Now, if you remember from the last 3-hour-long stream I did, Amanda had just been accepted to a college that she really wanted to go to. So, yeah, this is maybe a college project? Who the fuck knows? I don't really care. Much like my actual children, once they stop being cute and cuddly and start asking me for money and slamming doors, I don't care. What you working on? Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. I take a closer look at her collage. That's a lot of dogs. Amanda's a furry. It's mostly dogs. Yeah, she's a furry. Did you need something? Craig invited us to a softball game. Want to go? Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you bought me all the gear, and then you took me to the first game, and then someone hit a ball toward me and I just ran off the field crying, oh my God, she's me. And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up. Yes. I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic, sentient softball. So does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up and looks me dead in the eyes, determined. I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this. Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field. For a kid's softball game, it's pretty packed. We clamber up the bleachers and take our seats on the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere. Ugh. So, when did the kids start crying and running off the field? You know that your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right? Okay, but if I don't see some kids cry, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. That is what people say at every furry convention. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy out of children fighting for my amusement. Well, I know somebody who's not getting an invitation to our next baby brawl. Definitely not that. The game starts and the kids run out on the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot. Reading the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks!
Oh, man.
Choke up on the bat, Miranda! Yeah, Miranda! Square up! For a kid who ran away from softball, she really is bossy. How much do you know about softball? Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic. Keep your eye on the ball. What's important is that you're having fun. What are you willing to sacrifice to win? Oh, keep your eye on the ball. It's a classic. And also eye on the bat and the outfield and the other players. Just keep your eye on all that stuff simultaneously. Nice. We watch a couple innings of softball. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig trained his team pretty well. It seems like he's really good with kids. Keg Stand Craig is good with children. Whoa.
Oh.
It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball and how no one has run off the field crying yet. Amanda, dear, you have to let it go. Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up at bat. They hit a fly ball out into center field. The tiny girl tries to get under the ball, but it misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead. See? It's a completely justifiable fear. The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until her parents arrive. He carries her off the field as she sobs. Man, it's strange to think about how this was the guy who once backflipped off of a roof and into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit, and we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating fistfuls of grass. Okay, I'm going to pause to tell you a story. Back when I was a kid, I played Little League. And they always put me in right field because no one ever hit the ball to right field. I was horrible at baseball. So it got to be a habit where I would go out into right field and I would sit the fuck down and like pick grass out of the field staring at it. One time they hit the ball to right field. And I hear my father booming from the stand, "Stop playing with the flowers and catch it!" I'm a huge disappointment to my parents. A batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... oh no, it's coming right for me! Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no! I close my eyes and brace for impact. I'll take things Alkali's roommates say. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I caught the ball. You saved me. I caught the ball, Dad, I caught the ball. You did it, Amanda. I faced my fears. I defeated the softball. I can do anything. She's 18 years old. I want to point this out. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared... Craig's team. There should be an apostrophe right there between the G and the S. I'm disappointed in the Riders. Are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands. Oh. Great job, everyone. We walk over to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man. Thanks, we've been working hard all season, and it's great to see it paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel? Wow. Craig's got a nice-looking family, doesn't he? Like, you've got Amanda over there, who's, like, neat and cool, and like, the idealized daughter for the weird, wacky father. But, I mean, like, Craig's family just looks like winners, don't they? Like, Manda looks like the person who ends up working at Starbucks till they're 40, and these kids are like CEO, lawyer, and, I don't know, fashion model. Hey, killer plane out there. Yeah, you guys rule. Thank you. They must be twins. You guys are twins, huh? So which one of you is the evil one? Hazel. Yeah, it's me. Good looking out. Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? Yeah, I take care of all of her math tests. And I usually throw rocks at stuff when people get mad and I tell them I'm Briar. What? We will talk about this later. Great parenting, Craig. Oh. Tony, bro, I just got a couple more things to clean up and then we can hang. I want to point out that noise he makes. Oh. I have a lot of good old college buddies. That is not a noise we ever made when talking to each other. So I get the feeling there may have been a little bit more than keg stands going on in that dorm room. Sounds good. Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Not so fast. We have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know if I can. Nonsense. The girls won. What sort of celebration could we have without our fearless leader? She lays her hand on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom is laying it on thick. Amanda and I share a look, and you know it's important because there's a capital L. All right. Is it cool if my bro comes along? The mom looks slightly put out, but covers it up with a smile. Quick tip. If your partner hates all of your friends and only wants you around them alone, there's a good chance it's an abusive relationship and you should run like hell. So you may be taking a bullet for Craig right now. Of course. Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizza. Thirsty's Pizza. What? What? It's a real place. A stream of endless girls clad in softball gear pile out of a minivan and into the local pizza buffet, which is actually called Thirsty's Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we put in our bodies back in the day, along with other things, Craig. I know we said we'd never talk about that night, but I can't fight this feeling anymore. Oh. Remember how we used to just fold whole pies in half and then put taco fillings inside? I could never forget. How did we survive college? Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us. The good old days. The kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple of slices of mediocre pizza. Hey, give me a pizza that. Give me a pizza that? No, absolutely not. Oh. Give me a pizza that. Oh, I fucking hate him. I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here. Thanks for addressing that issue. Oh my god. Guys, this is like the third round of puns I've had to put up with from the writers of this game. I hate all of you who asked me to play this. Huh? Dad! A different mom walks up to us talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day about how great you are. Oh, I'm happy looking after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own. It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other. Craig gets it all from angles. Craig gets it from all angles, huh? Especially the one where he's 90 degrees. Craig smiles sheepishly. Thank you so much, dude. Craig holds his fist up for a fist bump from the mom and what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. Tag team with Amanda. Oh, in the context of this game, that really sounds like a good way to get on a list. Smokescreen Martha. Alright, we're going back to my wingman days. I gotta run the blocking play. So, Martha, it must get lonely without Daniel. You know, I also happen to be an eligible single father. I waggle my eyebrows at her. Pass. Ooh. Damn. I remember that working better in the past. Where is the Cougar taser from the Beck War? It's a Fox taser. I've seen the movie. She turns her back on me to talk to Craig. So I'm taking Hazel and Brian tonight for the sleepover. Oh, empty house. Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep them out of trouble, right? Of course, but I could also use help watching after everyone tonight if you're not doing anything. Wow, this lady is really going for the gold. Among other things. It'll actually be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot. Martha angrily turns her attention towards her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine, I swear if we have to buy it. Martha storms off towards her kid. She seems nice. Oh. Yeah, the team is one big weird family. Takes all sorts, right? Tiffany, don't eat the tokens. Oh. Tiffany's a stellar hitter. Phew. I finally think I have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh? Only on days like today, I hope. Dad! Hey, girls. Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR? We told Ariana's dad that you could destroy him on the dance mat. Please help. Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But, Dad! Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy. Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit. It's all good, buddy. Craig runs off with his daughters, and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. It definitely wasn't like this in college. I feel we might be a third wheel here. There's worse places than an arcade to be left to your own devices. You're right. Want to drop some coin-op pinball? You know it. Amanda and I pull up to a machine that's feeling pretty hot and get to work. I'm a little bit rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die. I pull out a decent score and then challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father. You're pretty good. Don't patronize me. Hey, just trying to pay a compliment. Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the million. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch. You're friends with Craig, right? Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Yeah. We went to college together. Please don't lean on my thing. Huh, that's so interesting. So do you know if he's, like, available? We're that friend. Oh, I honestly don't know if I could say. Seriously, you gotta make it tilt. Because it seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it'd be great if he... Lady, I swear to God. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt. How big is Janet? You stone harpy. What? I said I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings. Amanda? Bro! What's going on? Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out of the pizza place. Finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. I hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro. Not at all, dude. It's good to finally get you all to myself for a second. Another note from Boozy. Yes, when we get in our 30s and such and we run into guys in college that we talk to like man, dude, bro, we really do talk like that again. Don't ask me why. River burps. Well, almost all to myself. Hold up. Craig walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball. Up for some catch with my baby strapped to my chest. This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. Aw, just 2 guys, alone, in a field, at night, playing with balls, with the baby watching. I have a cooler in my car that we could grab, but there's only juice boxes in there. Oh, we all know what type of juice we're after. Man, fatherhood is strange. You're telling me I can't believe I'm looking back on my keg stand cred days and reminiscing about it. Those are some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off the rare horizontal keg stand. It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long I don't even know where to begin. I can't believe you're a father of 3. Neither can I. You know me. I'm an indecisive person. You switched your major 4 times. Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, but raising kids. When Briar and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It was like all the time I had spent trying to figure things out led to them. I couldn't be happier about it. I don't think I've ever cared about anything as much as I care about them. I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing to ever happen to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me, and I would still be proud of the life I lived. I can't make fun of this part. So, is softball coach the life you wanted, or was it the life that was thrust upon you? I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Briar and Hazel had so much energy, we just had to get them into sports, but no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to all the girls. I'm worried there'd be a riot if I quit. I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats.
I don't know.
They're quick and they work as a team. I've trained them too well. They take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex. Exactly. So you run a business now. Yep, we sell fitness gear, imports and exports mostly, but we're coming up with our own line of athleisure wear soon. I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, sweating. Sounds like he'd make a killing. Is that what athleisure wear is? Sweatpants? If you ever need athletic gear, I've got your back. Craig, have you looked at me? You could spell, yeah, that is the face of a man who needs athletic gear. Like, so much athletic gear. If you sponsor me, I'll rep your athleisure wear brand while I mow my lawn. This is the most glamorous lifestyle we're catering to. Yes. It's nice out there. Quiet. Must be good to get away from the softball. Moms for a bit, huh? Christ, Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that? Actually, that wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes. I'm just so not interested. Well, what are you interested in? Peace and quiet. That hot, hot silence. My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday. But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to. There's no time. And I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much. I can't put them through that. Buddy, I hear you. So the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority. Those kids love you. And add to that, the whole team loves you. I think you got this dad thing down right. Thanks, bro. That means a lot, coming from you. While I'm distracted, I miss the softball, and it hits me right on the head. Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along. Sorry, dude. Craig runs over to me. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second. Craig spends a moment examining my head. It's worse than I thought. Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better. Yes, Craig. Kiss the head. Hey. You would be so lucky. You probably don't teach the more advanced techniques to the little leaguers, but Babe Ruth used to catch balls with his teeth all the time. I still got it. Maybe they'll learn in high school. I get up and dust myself off. River yawns. Hey, little buddy, you must be getting tired, huh? I hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry, things are so... You get older and life just kind of gets in the way. We start walking back to the parking lot. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by the helicopter? Nice. How could I forget that? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked. Oh, man, yeah. Could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll. And not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was. We had to talk with them for 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy. And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. Man, college. Good old days, right? We get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug, or at least as much as we can manage with a baby between us. Never enough time, huh? Once again, that's not a noise that most straight men make when they're, like, talking to their friends. Like, it's not like, hey, Bob, what'd you do last night? Oh. Guess not. Let me make it up to you. Let's hang out soon. Yeah? I'd like that. I yawn as I walk to the door, spotting Amanda hunched over, her galage glue stick in hand. Burning the midnight art oil, huh? Figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter lip sync battles. Do the sharks lip sync or do the shark hunters lip sync? Yes. I look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art you made. Thanks. I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In the one corner is a giant pile of cash. In the other, it's... Amanda, is that me? Yep, the whole thing is about my goals for the future. And those are just basically to sit on a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and also have a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Where do I get a teenager like that? Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. It's happening.
Oh no.
Oh, Dad, you did this with your good art. She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hangout with Craig? I wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy. Yeah, dude, the softball life isn't for quitters. Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How's it feel? I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often. Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice, dare I say, parallel parking? Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it. Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of late night television for me. I'll let them know you said hey. Holy shit. What did I get on this? What did I get on? What's my grade for this date? How'd I do? A! Got an A on this one. I love the fact they grade your fucking dates. Wow. Dad tip 56. Go ask your mother. Alright, guys, I'm going to take a break for just a few minutes. The game's still going to keep playing, but I'm going to shut off the video because there is a legal thing I got to respond to real fast, but I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Sorry about that, guys. I had a client. They did not get me at the office, so they sent me an email. It was an emergency. I did have to call them real quick and just make sure everything's all right. But we're back now, and we've got 24 minutes left to go before I got to go do my other thing. So let's get back into this. Who should we go with next? We've already done Craig. We've already done Brian. There's Matt with the buttonfly jeans. There's sexy dark Robert. Damien the Goth, Hugo the Teacher, and Joseph the Preacher. Teacher or Preacher, guys, I'm down to Joseph and Hugo on the ones I want to try tonight. So, I'll watch the chat. You guys tell me what you think. Damien, please. Fuck you, no. Matt, I hate you, meow. God damn it, meow, stop. Roberts, yes, he does. Hugo. Let's do Joseph. Because I don't care what your opinions are. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running. Living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. Let's be very clear, his kids look like they're from Village of the Damned. His wife hit on you at a bar. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. On Friday night, you are most likely to lead the community in a fun mixer. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My 6-string. What are your turn-ons? My loving wife. What did you want to be when you grew up? A ship captain. What's your favorite movie genre? Feel-good movies. What's your ideal date night? Lovely night on the town with my wife, except at that bar. What do you never leave home without? The good book. Wonder which one he's talking about. I spend a lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband, and father. It's never too early to invest in a personal IRA. Sleep is important. Make sure you're getting enough. Everyone needs to know how to use power tools. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with the priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Jesus-y. You know how you're Jesus-y? Yeah, you're Jewish and you're hung like this. I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Yeah. Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, you message him. But I've never been friends with the priest before. How do I talk about it? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference? You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for inviting me to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. The smiley is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What'd he say? Hi, Tony. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale day, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Huh, that wasn't so bad. He uses a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Come on, my partner's a retired priest with 8 tattoos. Amanda, know what's in the taxes 2013 folder? I'm a little worried that Hero of None actually has access to my laptop. Well, guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me? I promise you won't sneak up on me anymore? Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops. And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Tony. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses? Or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner, during dinner, over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open, a shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Tony? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey. Oh, shit. Christian. It's Chris. God damn it. Chris, right. Hi again. I'm Tony. I know what your name is. Oh, yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus? The Jesus is fine. Come on in. Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad... Before I finish, Chris walks into the adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph, he peeks his head around the corner. The writing is fun, but it's bad. Tony, you made it. Joseph approaches with his arms wide. I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? The circles I used to run in, that had a completely different meaning. I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in. Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming. Oh. I believe you've met Chris, who left you outside. Chris, are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's all right. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation. Quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world, plus being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. We try to cut him a little slack where we can. And here are the twins, Christian, Christy. Say hello to Tony. Hello, Father. Hello, Tony. Kids, come on, dial it back on the creepy twin stick. Creepy twin stick? Can you two say, come play with us, Danny? Oh, no. The twins stare up in unblinking unison. Come play with us, Danny. Joseph covers his mouth and looks away, but he's clearly holding back a big laugh. This is it. This is my Dad World Series. Okay, now say, please help us, Mothra. Please help us, Mothra. Oh, no, I can't take it. Joseph has tried his best not to break in front of his kids. The twins seem to be catching on and look eager to bust their dad. But can we keep it up? Now say, he who walks behind the rows. The twins tilt their heads. Uh-oh. He walks behind some rows. The room is silent besides Joseph absolutely losing his mind. That last flub really sold it. Children of the Corn, really? Is that not mainstream? I am off my game fierce. Great job, guys. We're scary. I was very scared. Joseph can't take it anymore. Despite his quiet protestation, he's laughing pretty hard into his hand, and the kids giggle with him. The twins, obviously pleased with the new arsenal of spooky weapons, leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work here is done. I'm going to be hearing those lines for weeks. Next time we hang out, I'll try to teach some lines from The Thing. Oh. All right, so it looks like we've got a bit of a troublemaker on our hands. You think you can help out a career pro? I don't know about that. I'm suddenly interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy, no one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a moment. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. Next to them are a couple different Bibles. Looks like he's covered all the Bible pages. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for Teens. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. The 8th installment in. Wait, this is a series? It's been a while. I guess I should head in the kitchen and see what's up. I walk in the kitchen and find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian? He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet. You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet we might have to water you down. With spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast. Okay, Tony the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently pulls Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight? Or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now on guard. For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest-looking spoons in the room. I eventually strike a killing blow in the invisible heart between his arm and body, and Joseph recoils in horror. Blessed, I am defeated. Did he say, ooh, crackers? You can never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic... Oh, man, that is way too sweet. Christy begins to jump up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit. Hey, wait, do you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle pony. Okay. Sparkle pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now. You want to play with Sparkle Pony. Yes. Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Ahead. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting. And that is still way too sweet. So what made that crash? Egg beaters on linoleum floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout. We need a fresh start. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine. Probably. Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. All right, Tony. You've baked a cake from a box before once. How hard could this be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work cracking the eggs and mixing things, and then pouring the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies. Yeah. Whew! Wait, Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose. Aww. Oh. Wow, Tony, way to use those dad skills. I bet you baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph, all we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila. Now, help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. What? Thumb in position and got it. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes, we should. Do that, Tony. Joseph quickly composes himself. All right, she can't be far. You take the delta position, and I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means? Alpha Tango Sparkle, Roger, Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today. When I get Christy, I'll meet you by the car. Yeah. Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find the fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing. Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack. If you count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies and meth. Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom and the man that makes her talk funny. She's down by the other row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with. While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if we don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. They get fucking stitches. Does he actually? Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. It looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little homemade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft-serve ice cream machine. I gesture to it. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this is my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo. There's actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for brownies, don't you? We high five. If you bake it, they will come. It's not long before we have our first customers, Matt with the button-fly pants. Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita. Great to see you guys here. Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used the box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. Let me tell you a story, Matt. The way they made these brownies in the old country, yeah, that's all thanks to Grandma Montana. Travelers from far and wide would make the pilgrimage to our sleepy little town simply to be amazed by our masterful use of chocolate. All that knowledge, all that experience, it was passed on to me. Ha, sure. Joseph leans over again to me. Lying is literally one of the 10 things we try not to do. All right, we'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away. See? Not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feels from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people who I don't recognize, but who clearly knew Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Tony! It's Brian. Close enough. Can we interest you to any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. I bet I could eat 11 brownies. He used to call me Bran. Think you can go brownie for brownie with me? 12 brownies. Like everything I do now pisses him off. Brian and I stare each other down. Ha, you're right. I'll just take one for myself and one for Daisy here. Coming right up. You excited for youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie? It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me. It's The Fast and the Furious. Really? If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are really selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray-painted his rapper alias, Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for Young Man in the Sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work. It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but... Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock, you know, basically live out of Jimmy Buffett. So have you seen the man's shirt? Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville. One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales to some church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. Craig! He's going to be a hard sale. Greg's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself. See if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely they're going to sell them on brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig. Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. Hey, Craig, when we were freshmen, remember how our next-door neighbors pranked us by switching out our laundry detergent with dish soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And we decided to get back at them by baking brownies, but by sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce into the mix, and then we watched them cry after eating it. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more for old time's sake. Craig thinks for a second. Well, the girls just won a game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us. Even River? I'll eat hers. Holy shit. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Boxed mix, huh? Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is actually, they're just brownies. Cute and boring and safe. Hey, Mary? Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Tony to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all. Holier-than-thou types. Don't you think, Tony? Mary, let the kid answer the question. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep us cool. Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad. If I say so myself. Thanks. Now, give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is going to fix itself? Mary? I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. She really likes pushing your buttons, huh? No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat. I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really. I know, but first, hanging out domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. I smile. I'd like that. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye! Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, Brownie. I pocket the brownie. This might come in handy down the road. I step inside to find Amanda doing her homework on the couch. Hey, father unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really? How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one, or... I think for a moment I realized I still have the brownie that Joseph gave me. This would probably do better in someone else's stomach than mine. Heads up! Wait. I hurl the brownie towards Amanda. It hits the wall behind her and falls to the ground. Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me. Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Oh. Let's see how we did with the preacher. Well, he enjoyed everything except our salesmanship and our fiscal responsibility. We're apparently fiscally irresponsible, and we lie too much when we make sales.
Welcome.
All right. Guys, I think that has saved it. But let's make sure. And I got other shit to do tonight, so that's gonna end it for this one. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. It's 9:02. Thanks for waiting so long for part 3 of this. I really appreciate it. Jump my ass. I'll do it more often. Because we still have, like 3 dads we have to do a first date with. So, let me know when you guys want to see another one. And I'll talk to you then. But until that point in time, guys, I got a party to go to. So I'm out of here.